marking a major shift in digital priorities, and this week's stories prove it. From creators demanding control over their data to farmers reclaiming autonomy without flashy token launches, decentralization is stepping into the spotlight like never before. At Ledger Life, we are not just watching from the sidelines, we are sharing the stories that matter. If you value independent reporting on the projects shaping the future, you can now support Ledger Life directly. The wallet details are in the description below. Every contribution helps us bring you sharper, deeper stories from the frontier of Web3. Now, let's get started. A new Harris poll confirms what many of us suspected. Americans want out of the centralized AI trap. 3 out of 4 respondents, a solid 75%, believe decentralized AI is the key to innovation and progress. The days of submitting data into black box models controlled by tech giants may finally be numbered. Creators especially are growing wary. One screenwriter told the Hash Rate podcast she feared her original script would end up training some model without consent or credit. That kind of digital exploitation is why trust, transparency, and user control are becoming central demands. This is where projects like Caffeine.ai shine. Launching soon in Zurich on World Computer Day, Caffeine is one of the first major AI platforms to be built entirely on the Internet Computer Protocol. Caffeine promises an assistant experience that's decentralized from the ground up. Instead of running queries on centralized clouds, it uses distributed compute nodes on ICP. No siphoning of data, no secret algorithms, just verifiable on-chain processes. It's an emotional response as much as a technical one. People want to feel secure that their data isn't being mined or misused. And with blockchain infrastructure underpinning the operation, decentralized AI is moving from idea to implementation. There is still a long road ahead. Scalability, governance, and adoption are key hurdles. But the message from the public is clear. Decentralization is no longer just a crypto enthusiast dream. It's becoming a mainstream demand. The full story is now up on Nuance. That's where Ledger Life has started sharing some of our latest pieces. Nuance is built on the Internet Computer Protocol, and it's not your typical publishing site. It gives writers more control with features like community-led governance and censorship resistance baked right in. If you are curious, the link to the full piece is in the description. Now, from decentralizing AI to automating DeFi, let's look at a project that's quietly turning interest rate management into a robotic art form. And yes, it too runs on ICP. Borrowing on liquidity V2 has always been a balancing act. Set your interest rates too low, you are at risk. Set them too high, you are overpaying. That's where ARM, short for Autonomous Rate Manager, steps in. ARM is a decentralized robot built on the Internet Computer Protocol that automatically adjusts borrowers' interest rates based on real-time Ethereum data. Once activated, ARM does everything. It fetches the numbers, calculates the ideal rate, signs the Ethereum transaction, and executes it. No human intervention needed. It's designed like a financial metronome. Every hour, ARM checks your loan status. It decides whether the rate needs adjusting. If yes, it acts. If no, it waits. All while minimizing gas fees and boosting your loan's resilience to redemption. Thanks to ICP's timer feature and threshold signature setup, ARM is both fast and secure. It avoids central control, ensures no one can hijack the system, and runs without pause. Its smart contracts fetch data from Ethereum via the EVM RPC canister, establish consensus among ICP nodes, and then make informed decisions. It even converts its fees into cycles, the fuel for canisters on ICP, making the system self-sustaining. ARM doesn't just solve a problem, it redefines how DeFi can work, seamless, autonomous, and trustless. And it opens the door to other tools, automated rebalancers, DAO treasuries, liquidation monitors, all running 24/7 without touching your private keys. It's a quiet revolution, ticking every hour, one rate adjustment at a time. From finance to food, yes, really, our next story takes us to a DAO that's rethinking decentralization itself. But this time, they are choosing to stay outside the service nervous system. Here is why. When most DAOs reach maturity, they usually follow one path: full tokenization and governance under the service nervous system. But agriiDAO, a decentralized food systems collective, is rewriting that rulebook. Instead of launching an SNS, agriiDAO chose to stay outside it. Why? Because for them, decentralization isn't just about code, it's about community control without unnecessary complexity. The decision came after months of deliberation among farmers, engineers, and local food advocates across continents. agriiDAO runs an experimental on-chain farmers market where growers publish available produce and buyers bid using blockchain tokens. They have even developed open protocols for cooperative ownership of agricultural tools and supply chains. The idea was to let local food systems reclaim autonomy, not to be buried under tokenomic pressures or be forced into liquidity-first models. By avoiding an SNS, agriiDAO preserves flexibility and avoids the dilution of power that can come from speculative interest. They are still using the Internet Computer Protocol. In fact, ICP's reverse gas model and affordable compute are what make agriiDAO's real-time, hyper-local transactions viable. But instead of relying on an SNS for governance, they have built a hybrid voting system. It combines state identity credentials, local co-op structures, and open deliberation forums, which are the tools designed to reflect the culture of farmers, not just developers. Critics may argue that agriiDAO is leaving potential capital on the table, but for the DAO's members, that's a trade-off they are willing to make to stay focused on food sovereignty rather than fundraising. This move signals a broader evolution in the decentralized space, one where not every project is chasing the same end game. It's a proof that Web3 doesn't need to look the same everywhere, and sometimes staying outside the system can be the most radical choice. Finally, let's talk dashboards because Sneed just dropped a redesign that's way more than just a new coat of paint. The new interface is smart, fast, and most importantly useful. You have got real-time reward states, a slick RLL graph, and a total assets overview that updates live. It's not flashy, but it's functional and it makes a huge difference for users. Even better, the Sneed wallet is now fully integrated. You can track your activity, claim rewards, and see every move made, all without digging through spreadsheets or forums. From staking to swapping, everything is seamless and transparent. It's what decentralized projects should aim for: clarity without chaos. This upgrade may look quiet, but it speaks volumes. Sneed isn't chasing attention, but it's delivering value. From AI to agri, from finance to functionality, decentralization is not just reshaping the tools we use, it's reshaping the rules we live by. If you found these stories useful, consider supporting Ledger Life. The wallet address is in the description. Your donations help us keep this independent reporting alive and ad-free. Our latest newsletter is out. Check the link in the description. Everything we covered today, Caffeine.ai, ARM, agriiDAO, and Sneed is linked below. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next update.